Hi, this is Erik Linask coming to you from IT Expo West in Los Angeles. I'm here with Jason Walker from CBeyond. Jason, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Very happy to have you here at the show. Certainly one of the things that remains, it has been for some time, certainly here at the show, but in the market in general, a very hot topic is SIP trunking. And it's obviously something you guys are very, very involved in. What are you seeing in the SIP trunking space right now?
Well, in regards to SIP trunking, there's a very cohesive, necessary relationship between the carrier and the premise-based equipment that's deployed at the customer site. And we've done interoperability testing with the SIP Connect standard with over 25 manufacturers. And we've seen great success in that model. We now see a necessity to go further in the relationship with those manufacturers. And we're excited to launch our platform partner program to where we can leverage that relationship beyond interoperability and include sales and marketing activities, ongoing support models for the manufacturers and the customers.
So this is a new program that you're launching today, right?
Yes, so we announced it this week, and we're just getting started. And it's got 3 tiers: a platinum, gold, and silver tier. And based on the level of participation, the manufacturer can be working closely with us as we take the market strategies to the integrators or the resellers, and also show a benefit to the end customer, who is really what we're all trying to bring the right solution to.
Are there any particular vendors that you've already got lined up as part of the program?
So we've been in contact, and we're currently reaching out to all the 25 manufacturers that we've been interoperable with to date. So that certainly includes Cisco and Digium, Avaya, NEC, and Panasonic, and many more. And all the existing interoperable partners are going to be brought into the program at the silver tier, and we're going to invite them to be involved at the higher tiers based on the level of participation that they want to be engaged with us.
Very interesting.
Yes.
So you mentioned Digium. We've seen some very interesting numbers come out in the market recently as far as the adoption of open source and asterisk-based PBXs. That obviously presents a pretty big opportunity for somebody like CBeyond.
Sure. So in serving the small to medium-sized business market, we have a lot of those customers who are looking to adopt and replace maybe some older systems that they've outgrown. And there's a high attraction to the features of software-based telephony, and some of the price points with manufacturers such as Digium makes it attractive to begin looking at that solution. So we often have technology vendors or LAN vendors who come and ask us, hey, we know you do SIP trunking well, CBeyond. How can we be involved in deploying these solutions? We've heard of Asterisk, what are they? And we see them on your website. How can we do this? And we have guides on how they can set up the service. And the open source telephony really gives them an entry point into that segment, because it's often free for them to get started in looking at it.
How big of a benefit is it for you to be working with an open source platform as well as all of the different proprietary vendors that you deal with?
Sure. There's absolutely an inherent value with all of them. The right solution for the SMB space can be very different from one side of the country or one side of the railroad tracks. So when it comes to integration with other technology solutions at the customer's premise, certainly one manufacturer may be a priority or a better solution over another. So we don't pretend to bring one simple solution to attack all of the needs of the premise-based equipment. We want to partner with these manufacturers through this program so that we can jointly bring the right solution to the vendors, and they can make the right recommendation for the end customer. And with CBeyond providing, QoS prioritized voice on the network, we know that we can sustain and deliver that well. And by partnering with the manufacturers on the customer premise and jointly supporting the integrating vendor, we see that that's the right solution to continue the growth and benefiting the small, medium-sized business.
When you talk about QoS and prioritizing voice traffic, is there still a perception in the market, especially in the SMB space, that the voice quality of voice over IP isn't quite up to par yet?
Well, sure. It's you get very different experiences based on what questions you ask and who you ask it to. The truth is, there's simply no QoS management on the public internet. So the challenge there is, how can a small business, on what terms can they rely on a best efforts path? And for some of them, they can sustain it. And for others, we often have prospect customers approach us and say, listen, we enjoy the idea of the hosted platform or the internet-based platform, but we need something that we can rely on. We need to get back to our customers. How can I let my customers talk to me reliably? And we have no problem deploying that. That was the vision from the beginning, to do it the right way for the right reason, and we continue to follow that model today.
Is it something that your customers are coming to you with, or is it something you proactively use when you're marketing your services?
Absolutely both. We certainly see SIP trunking and voice over IP becoming a more predominant solution in the minds of entrepreneurial business owners. So as they want to explore it, they're asking technology vendors, and technology vendors are seeing leaders in the marketplace. So we certainly get those inquiries inbound to us. And as we, either through our reseller channel or through our direct sales force, as we go to market, certainly the opportunity to talk about features on the premise-based telephony solution and features in CBeyond's cloud with the SIP Connect service. There's an inherent benefit for the SMB space that's really not been there in legacy telephony solutions.
When you talk about working with 25 or more, even more vendors, is there a risk of giving some of these customers too much choice?
I don't think so. One might argue that the industry is very fragmented in what solution should be deployed on the customer's premise. So, a lot of these small business customers are leaning on a third-party vendor that they trust with their other local area network solutions, and differing vendors are going to be more comfortable with different platforms. So I think we'll probably see the industry become a little more consolidated as far as the manufacturers that are participating. But when it comes to bringing the right solution for the right small business, we need the flexibility to partner with the folks that can help us bring that solution to them.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We've been talking here at IT Expo with CBeyond's Jason Walker. Jason, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Have a great rest of the show.
Absolutely. Thanks again.